The Maga Civil War continues to rage here in the United States of America, but the war is actually a little more intense than I think a lot of people realize. Because right now, when you hear people talk about the Maga Civil War going on, you probably immediately assume it's the fight that Elon Musk started about the H-1B visa program. You know, you've got Elon Musk and Donald Trump on one side. You've got Steve Bannon, Laura Loomer, and all these right-wing influencers on the other, fighting over the H-1B visa program. And yes, that is a big part of it, and it is the most public part of this MAGA Civil War. But believe it or not, that is actually not the most important part of the Civil War taking place, not just within the MAGA movement, but within the Republican Party itself. Because the lesser-known battles in this Civil War are currently taking place in the House of Representatives. Right now, today, Thursday, January 2nd, Republicans and Democrats who won their elections in November are heading to Washington, D.C. because tomorrow they don't get sworn in. They're supposed to get sworn in tomorrow. But in order to get sworn in, something important has to happen first. They have to elect a Speaker of the House. And because Republicans, based on the numbers, only have 2 votes to spare before the whole thing goes to hell, they don't have the numbers right now to elect a Speaker of the House. Even with Donald Trump coming out earlier this week and endorsing Mike Johnson to continue on in the role, there are still Republicans who say, we're not sold. Thomas Massie is one of them. Massie has said that he's not sure. He thinks, by the way, that Donald Trump's endorsement of Mike Johnson is going to go just as well as his endorsement of Paul Ryan, is what he posted on Twitter the other day. So Massie is one of them. Don't know if it's going to happen. The other Republicans who are not sold on Johnson yet, Tim Burkett of Tennessee, Rich McCormick of Georgia. So right there, that's more than you need to tank the speakership vote. 3. If you had 2, you tank the speakership vote. You got 3, suddenly you got an even bigger deal, and these are just the 3 named. We know that there are more behind the scenes because they're mad at Mike Johnson for passing that budget deal. We don't want you as speaker. You're weak. You're ineffective. You bow down to Democrats, allegedly, because you kept the government running. But that fight is brewing. And as I've mentioned in the past, and the media is now starting to pick up on this too, the hilarious thing is that if Republicans do not get that speaker elected before January 6th, then none of the members of Congress get sworn in. And if they're not sworn in by January 6th, they can't certify the 2024 election results, which means that that electoral certification gets pushed down the road. And if it gets pushed down the road far enough, which I do not think will happen, but it would be hilarious, then Donald Trump's entire inauguration gets delayed. So, yeah, they've got a real problem. This little civil war is way more intense than just, oh, we don't want the visas. No. That's the distraction war. The real war is taking place in the House of Representatives. And it's so bad that it threatens Donald Trump's electoral victory certification. That, to me, honestly, though, is probably going to mean that's going to play the biggest role in settling this. Republicans don't want that to happen. And I don't think that they're willing to draw Trump's wrath by delaying his certification. Mike Johnson will probably eventually be the speaker. Is it going to happen on the first vote? Probably not. But I imagine it's not going to take them too long to get their ducks in a row. Only for the sake of getting the election certified and having the inauguration happen on schedule. But after that, the war is going to wage on. And I don't know if Johnson will be able to keep the speakership. He may suffer the same fate as Kevin McCarthy. But for now, they will, I do believe, put their differences aside just to keep Trump happy for the next month. Then after that, all bets are off. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.